Hey, how's it going, ladies and gentlemen? How long has it been since I made a video? About a week or two. Let me just say, my last semester of college, I'm just getting smacked with homework. I had 3 exams last week, a paper due, and then I was out of town. And plus, I just wanted to take some time off to just recharge the batteries. But I'm back, and let's continue the video blogs. And I got a crazy story that's coming out of Montgomery, Alabama. It's about a pastor. He admits to having AIDS. He has sex with some congregants, and he also changes the locks to the church and some of the bank accounts. I'm going to read you some of the excerpts from this story, and then we're going to play the video clip because this is crazy. Basically, Deacon Chair Nathan Williams Jr. says that in the last few weeks have been a great challenge for the church. Williams says McFarland confessionals from a pupil, which includes admitting to drug use, mishandling church funds, and admittedly knowing having AIDS and sleeping with women in the church on September 14th. Now, McFarland is the pastor. Yeah, it gets a little bit deeper, everyone. Church members voted 80-2 on Sunday to remove and terminate McFarland as pastor, effective immediately. Williams says McFarland was silent after the vote. However, Montgomery police confirmed officers responded to a disturbance call of people refusing to leave the church. So basically, he had some people defending him. And just looking more on this story, yes, the man had AIDS, and he was sleeping with other church members and misusing funds. This is, I am a Christian myself. I might not go to church that often. I do read my Bible, and I do pray. But this is kind of something that's always in the back of my head, especially with some churches. I feel as they have so much power in the black community, a lot of them are abusing it. Like this guy right here. So all of a sudden now, these women have AIDS for the rest of their life. And then he was just misusing the bank funds that was brought to the church, the tithes. This is not good. And you're supposed to be the teacher. You're a pastor. But I mean, that just lets you know that there's some people in this world that all they care about is themselves. So I want to play the news clip, and I'll be back with the rest of my commentary.
Nationally, Shiloh Missionary Baptist Church minister Juan McFarland confessed to WUSFA 12 News and from the pulpit a few Sundays ago that he has AIDS and has slept with church members without revealing he has AIDS. Of course, this is an epidemic that impacts millions around the world. Currently in Alabama, the African-American population is disproportionately impacted by the HIV virus. Tonight we hear what the church is doing to help and more details of what is now happening at the church. WSFA 12 News reporter Tanisha O'Connor continues our exclusive coverage in tonight's 12 News Defenders Report.
Shiloh Missionary Baptist Church Deacon Chair Nathan Williams Jr. says these last few weeks have been a great challenge to the church.
Although the membership of Shiloh Missionary Baptist Church was moving and terminating Reverend Warren D. McFarland as pastor of Shiloh Missionary Baptist Church immediately as of October 5th.
Williams says it was an 80-2 vote.
It's just that we're not a dictatorship, we're supposed to get these church back.
Williams says McFarland has changed the locks on the church and changed the church's bank account, leaving other church leaders without access. Now the church leaders are consulting with lawyers and the bank to figure out a solution.
Sort him out. That's what they did. Now, from that point, we still not on that advice of legal counsel.
Williams says since McFarland's confessional starting on September 14th, which included admitting to drug use, mishandling church funds, and admitting to knowingly having AIDS and sleeping with women in the church, leaders went to the Medical Aid Outreach of Alabama for help.
We're just trying to seek help. We're trying to get people from the aid outreach to come out and explain things to the church. What it meant. We want them to get well in due time.
Outreach of Alabama offer the church free educational workshops and testing. The organization released this statement saying in part, quote, "We would like to extend our compassion to those who may have been affected by the recent announcement made by a local church pastor. We are always saddened to hear of new incidences of HIV, and our hearts go out to all of those living with the virus. HIV and AIDS can affect anyone from any background, and we encourage everyone to get tested," end quote. Williams says with prayer, the church can be restored as they start the healing process. Williams says McFarland was silent after the vote. However, Montgomery police confirmed officers responded to a disturbance call of people refusing to leave the church. Officers cleared the call after the issue was resolved. Police did not have to remove anyone from the property, nor was anyone arrested. Williams and other members I spoke with say they expect Sunday service to be a normal worship service without McFarland in the pulpit. Mark?
So you guys have seen the news clip. Well, it is good that they got rid of the pastor. It's just messed up that this had happened for this long. You know, I'm pretty sure, yeah, they didn't really know what this pastor was up to, Mr. McFarland, but the signs started coming when you're changing the locks and then you're going into the bank account of the church to make sure that money is going to the right place. So right there, the red flags was going up, and then he knowingly admitted to having AIDS and just having sex with congressmen. No, this pastor was more than a pastor. He was a glorified pimp. Oh yeah, let's call it what it is. You doing all of this, so I'm glad that they voted him out. But I want to know who are the two people that just said no. And then of course he's been a pastor for. They don't really specify how many, months, years. But you had some people defending him, and they weren't trying to leave, so the police had to come and kind of scatter them up. So at least they were able to find out what this man was doing. It's sad that it was dark with the AIDS and, stealing money from the church. But that just lets you know that, some of these pastors out here, not all, but a lot of them have devious ways, and they're really not teaching the Lord. They're not teaching from the Bible. So here you are, a holy man, but you sinning in the process. So you guys comment down below and let me know about this story. See you later, everybody.